Oh, God. Big time. Hey, Zander, man, so you're feeling good about Mannion?
I mean, I feel like Mannion. I feel like Mannion is from what I've heard. I mean, it's impossible to feel too good because he's a first-time play caller. So I am going to try and stay realistic on it. But he does strike me as a smart dude. I like what he says at the podium, and it also feels as though he understands the importance of the relationship with the quarterback. That's something I felt Kevin Patullo missed. Where when you're the play caller, you are the play caller of the entire offense, but your way in. Your one-way road to success is through the ear and through the mind and through the play of the quarterback. So if you don't get that right, it doesn't matter how you relate to Jay or to AJ Brown last year or to Devontae Smith or so it feels as though to me that Sean has an understanding of kind of the what goes into that role as opposed to Patullo just kind of didn't maybe understand the full grasp of the position. So I feel good about that, and I can only feel good based on what I've heard. It's not that much. I understand that. I'm not getting carried away. We have to see it first, but I like Sean and what I've heard, and I like the way Jalen has spoke about him as well. Jalen seems to like Sean Mannion.
I'll tell you who I like today. Dude, I like that Hollywood Brown. He got in front of that microphone. He's talking about being a pro. He's a pro, dude.
I didn't hear it yet. I've been installing a
Bro,
closet. I had that's why I was late. I had sawdust on me.
bro, he's a pro. He talks like a pro. Like,
Well,
hey,
he better step up because he might get cut. He
wow.
won't because of the guaranteed money, but he won't. I'm just saying what's his playing time going to look like if Elijah Moore and Darius Cooper are playing good, and then you have a first rounder in front of you who the politics are going to get him on the field.
Listen what he said about Darius Cooper. He goes, I got in here and I told him I saw his tape last year, and I told him, I think you got something here. Keep working hard. He's getting better. I help him every time he comes over, asks me questions. Bro, you want people like Hollywood Brown talking to your guys like that. And you know what I think you've got better right now at? And I will concede to this, to some of the stunads that are in the chat. I think you got guys that are friendlier and like one another and are pulling for each other and are in the same direction.
Look at Sills talking a little relationships. Yeah, AJ Brown was a cancer. It appears.
Does it? Of course, since June 2nd, he's been a cancer. And he's been fucking terrorizing people.
No, he hasn't.
Dude. Oh, he has.
Crying. He's crying to get out of.
Bro.
He's like, we need to get to our joint practice because I can't face Gonzalez anymore.
Player on the field has been AJ Brown.
I don't know, dude. I've been reading some reports. They're not as high as you are. I'll tell you that much. The guys at Patriots camp are not as high as you are.
Okay.
Doesn't mean they're right. I'm just telling you what I've read.
I guarantee you that guy gets 120 in the first game against Seattle.
That defense?
Well, who's lining up against him in that secondary?
What do you mean? Witherspoon, one of the best cornerbacks in all of football.
Let's see it.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it.
No doubt.
When's that game? Is that the Thursday night opener?
That's the Wednesday night? That's the Wednesday bullshit opener.
Baby, I get to watch AJ Brown on a Wednesday night. Let's see it, AJ.
I think the Thursday game is the Rams and Niners in Melbourne.
Yeah, look at Rasputin. He's torching everyone except God. Hey, Rasputin, when you're paid 32 large that position, the only guy you need to torch is freaking Gonzo, dude.
Hello,
Rasp.
AJ Brown is having a phenomenal comp.
I don't know. I really didn't read that.
Yeah, well, I know you haven't. I know everybody in Philly says he's blowing up there. He's lost a step. He's all this and that. I got it all. Yeah, and then you turn to that 1329. That's what I'm going to start calling Nick Sirianni. 1329. That represents how much time he's done the last 3 pressers. 1329. Mr. fucking word salad, and let me stretch 3 or 4 questions out. He's turning into a pro. All right, Z. He has asked a question, too, about playing in the preseason. Yeah, we'll see, which most likely means not happening. He used the word progression a lot today on getting better. We got to see us progressing. You know, one thing I love that Hollywood Brown said? No, Tariq Woolen said this. Boy, I liked him too.
I like him too. He's a character, Tariq Woolen.
You know what he said today about working with Vic? I fucking think every young rookie should listen to this. He goes, sometimes when you're learning something new, the lines are like this. And Z, he says, like, they're going all over the place. He goes, the only thing you got to always keep an eye on is making sure those lines are moving forward. And you'll straighten the lines out when you start to understand more what's going on. He goes, as long as I'm moving forward, I feel pretty good about where I am right now in this defense. And so, by the way, he loves Cooper. He said Cooper's growing. He says he's getting better. He gives me a great rep every time he gets out there. And what I can't understand is how that guy didn't play a safety spot. That guy's like 6'3.5".
I know,
he's got
dude.
Wingspan.
You very rarely see corners like that with that size.
Xander, he must have been a complete asshole in Seattle for them.
Actually, is he the tallest corner? He might be the tallest corner in the league right now.
He might be. I think he's 6'4".
Yeah, he is. Oh, no, the Seahawks have a guy who's 6'5". The second tallest is Tariq Woolen and then Nashawn Wright.
Well, that's the guy that's a huge corner. So you had –
did he play Tyrone Broden? I don't know if he plays.
Bro, so you had 2 6'4", 5" corners playing? He may not play. There's no way.
No, I don't think he does.
No.
He went undrafted, so.
Yeah, no way. No way. Hey, what about what I told you? Hurricanes potentially going to Big Ten.
Yeah, he's on a reserves future deal. I like it for the Hurricanes, Big Ten. I know you guys are afraid of the SEC, and you'll never come down there because you'll get blown right out of there. But, yeah, no, good for you guys. You can go to the Big Ten. Woo!
We beat 2 SEC teams in the playoffs, Junior.
Yeah, that's true. You guys deserve some credit. You do. You do.
And you got Markel Bell. And I think they signed a Hurricane today, too, a D lineman.
Did they really?
I think
you know what that is, right? Is that Clint Hurt? Is that the Clint Hurt effect?
You bet.
Dude, they're promoting the crap out of Clint Hurt. I've seen them put up a bunch of posts about Clint Hurt and stuff.
You think Vic takes it and that's it?
I don't know. I don't think Vic's going to want to walk away unless he really wants to walk away. Like, I have a hard time.
What if they win the Super Bowl?
Yeah, then he probably will. But Vic's going to leave on Vic's terms. He's not going to leave because they're like, hey, we have a guy we're trying to keep. Can you leave so we can promote him? He's not going to do that.
No.
We'll
Let's
see.
do these supers, dude, and then we'll get together.
Yeah, I think we only have a couple. Here's Walkout. You guys are the best. Do you think it's a good idea to use the starters in the preseason games, Bill?
I'm going to ask JAKIB this question. It's brand. Listen, I know
you want it. I just think the Eagles are going to default to what they've done, and they've been one of the healthiest teams in ball. So, Bill, take my opinion and flush it down the toilet. The Eagles have had 2 Super Bowls where damn near their starting 22 is active.
Would you put Markel Bell out there?
Yeah, definitely. Because he's not going to be your starting right tackle right now. So I'd put Lemon, he should play. All those guys should play. But like Devontae Smith, no. Saquon, no. Hurts, no. Lane, no. Mailata, no. Dickerson and Juergens, no. Steen, probably no. Goddard, no.
I bet you Vic plays his guys.
I don't know, dude. You think Howie's letting Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis walk out there after giving them a fresh bag of money for a preseason meaningless game in Baltimore?
He played them last year.
Maybe one series.
I think something like that.
Maybe one series.
You know what? I think they've cut the preseason games down from 4 to 3 now, right?
It's only 3. Yeah, they have 3.
It's 3.
It's the Ravens, then it's the Patriots with the joint practices, and then they close it out versus the Bengals.
I may not play anybody in this first one or the third one and play a little bit in the second one.
Why? Because of AJ Brown? Yeah, they normally do the first one only, so we'll see.
AJ Brown, man, I can't wait for that. Hey, Z, that's next week, right? Xander, that's next week.
Next week.
Oh, man. Woo, baby, here we go. And by the way, I can't wait to bring this up with Gary Cobb. Jake Elliott says the weather And the wind was the
Yeah,
reason.
I mean,
he
dude,
missed
just shut
six.
up. Why is he saying that?
He's at the presser saying the weather. We had bad weather games.
I know, but that's as bad of a look as you can have, dude.
Bad weather games.
All right, dude, I got to run.
All right,
Appreciate
my
you.
friend. Go back to your closet. I appreciate it.
I got to finish it.
Thank
See
you,
you,
Big
dude.
Z. We'll see you tonight, Pop.